welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing something that was very requested after I did my what's in my school bag video for my senior year of college, and that is a how I take notes on my iPad Pro video. So I use the app Notability to take my notes, and I think that it's a super simple app to use. It's not ridiculously expensive. I mean, it is expensive for an app, but not to the point where it doesn't make it worth it for school, especially if you're going in as a freshman and then you use it for all 4 years. I think it 100% makes it worth it. One thing before I get started, I wanted to talk about the iPad that I have. My iPad is like the older version of the iPad Pro, and it's the smaller iPad, but it's the one that still has the button. I don't know like the versions or anything. And then I have the old Apple Pencil that's not magnetic, and I'm kind of pissed that they didn't come up with the magnetic thing sooner, because I have to deal with this stupid little flappy thing on my case and try to shove my pencil into the thing every time. And it's a little bit of a struggle, but like I'm really being dramatic, so it's fine. So I'm gonna walk you guys through how I take notes for my college classes on Notability. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into it. So on my iPad, I have the Notability app, and this is kind of what it looks like when you have some notes already in it. So let's go to my settings, and I'll show you guys all the default settings that I have. So I have my default note paper as black, and I just think it looks really cool with the colored pens, and they kind of look neon. And I have my settings set to show the date. Every time I create a new note, you can choose a default note title. You can default what kind of lines you want, whether it's wide. I have the narrowest lined paper chosen, and that's pretty much all the default settings that I have. And then over here I have sections, and basically every time I need to make a new section, you can create divider, and then you just title it. And I usually title it by the semester that it is. So I can make a new one, Fall 2019. Done. So now I have a new semester, and under that semester I can create a subject. Let's do English, and you can put that underneath your fall category. So now I have English 313 under my fall category. Something else I do, in my planner, I have a specific color for every subject that I have in class. So every class has its color. So I don't remember what, oh yeah, I do. My English is gonna be orange this fall, and that's what it's gonna be in my planner. So I create the subject in that color. So now, when I'm looking at other things, my English shows up as orange. I can hit done. And now you just tap on your subject, and then you hit new note. And then I always change the title, and you just tap on the title to change it. And I just change it to whatever is relevant. So it would be like chapter 1, done. And then this is where I use my Apple Pencil, and I just choose a color. I usually use like sets of like 3 colors. So I'll use like a title, and I'll usually do like headers. Sorry, I'm writing at an angle, so it's really hard for me. So I'll do titles, and then I'll do bullet points within that title, more info, and then if I really need to remember something, I'll put it in like a completely different color. Remember. You get the gist. I'm writing at like this really weird angle for me, so it's hard, but my favorite aspect about Notability is the record ability that it has to record your lectures. So let me go to a previous, so this was from my art history class that I just finished in the summer semester, and so I would record every lecture. So you can go here and you can hit play, and then everything goes dark, and so you can be like, I don't remember what he said about this specific thing, and you can go down to your notes and tap on that spot, and it will scoot your recording to what you were writing right as they were saying that. Tap on what part you want to review, and it'll skip to that part in the recording. Super helpful when you're reviewing for tests. And this is kind of what I was talking about. So I have the main idea that we're talking about that day in one color, and then I had what I would do for art history specifically is in orange, I would write down the artwork that we were talking about, and then in pink, I would do like subheadings and just like all the bullet points that I needed to know about that specific artwork. And then when we moved on to a new area, it would be yellow again, so I would know that it was a different area of the country with Baroque, which was the title of this lecture. And that's really all I do with my Notability, is I keep it really simple. So I color code in the black paper and I record my lectures, and then when I'm going back to review, I can be like, ooh, I don't remember what he was talking about with the supper party. So I drop down, I play my lecture, and then I hit that part of the lecture, and then I can listen to what my professor was saying about the supper party. The other really great thing that I like to utilize in Notability is the search bar here. And even if you're handwriting your notes, for some reason it is able to, I don't know, transfer it in its like computer brain. So if I'm like, oh, I remember we talked about, so say I can't remember what we were talking about with Raphael, which is an artist, I can search Raphael here and it'll take me to the note and highlight, if I can find where it was highlighted, it'll highlight where we were talking about Raphael. It'll highlight every part where I wrote Raphael. And it somehow knows in my handwriting when I wrote Raphael. So I use that a lot when I'm creating study guides or I'm studying a specific topic and I'm like, oh, I know we talked about that, but I don't remember which lecture it was. And I know I took good notes on it, so then I'll just search for what I'm looking for. And that's about all that I do to take notes. Pretty simple, but it's really simple, but that is all I do to take notes on my iPad Pro. It saves paper. Everything is all in one place. If I ever need to refer to a previous class, it's really easy. It's right there for me. So that is how I take notes on my iPad Pro. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you found some new tips, and I hope that you guys might try Notability. I know there's a lot of videos already about how people take notes, but this is just how I personally like to take notes on my iPad Pro, and it was requested, so I thought I should share. And I am so glad you guys decided to stick around and watch this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye!